So hello, live class, starting out, just checking that my mat is visible. So yes, I already got a message. Checking out that my participants are there first. Whoever is coming on right now and watching a recorded version of this class, 6 more minutes to class start. So you can just go ahead on the timeline 6 minutes forward. So we're still waiting for everyone to arrive. Yes, come to YouTube. And when you see, if you like Suzie Yoga Cyprus, next time when I'm going live, you would get a notification if you tick on that little bell over there. So not the same, not the same. Yes, I have three people already. Yes, someone, they found me. Let's see that. You just have to come to YouTube and then you will find the live stream there. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, you found it. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, there we go. She's there. Very good. Very good. So let me see that I am seen. Here I am. Isn't that wonderful at the home yoga studio? Today is somatic way again to get to know your body and find health in mind and body. So as you're getting settled, you need your mat. Have maybe a glass of water nearby. Yes. So I always teach from sensing people around. Have a blanket with you as well if you don't have a blanket yet, because you might want to have a blanket for the end. But you remember also, at least those people who come to my classes regularly, you always need some kind of cushioning. Maybe some positions you need that under your head. Blocks are fine, but if you don't have a block, that's fine as well. You have comfortable clothing, and as we are mostly on the floor, thick socks are fine. It's a little windy here in Cyprus today. So yes, I also want to be warm with little thicker clothes on. Yes, one more came. Welcome, welcome. I'm hoping that everybody is getting settled and comfortable slowly. Blankets, thick mat, thin mat, however you want. As you see that I have my mat on the carpet, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable for your lower backs to lie on if you don't have two mats underneath you or a thick mat. For somatic yoga, these Pilates mats that are slightly thicker are also quite comfortable, as we are not doing so many down dogs or challenging moving on the mat. In these cases, you would always need a thinner mat so it doesn't sort of move around underneath you. Good. So slowly we are all coming together. So the class starts in about 3 minutes, so still giving it a little bit more time. Today we are going to start with the proper warm-up. This warm-up is recommended that you could do this every day. And sometimes you just don't think that I should move up my body, but you could by superficial massage. So we're going to start with superficial massage today in a little bit. I'm hoping that everybody is still good. At least in Cyprus we are locked in. Locking in still continues. Hoping that next week life can go back to normal and we can be and interact with each other and still again face to face. Yeah, so what is the theme for today? Somatic, as you know, that is sort of theme finds its way when we start. If there was a class with people in class, I would always sort of just allow the spirit to tell me what you need. Right now, I got those people there. This is not a Zoom, so I'm not able to see you. Live class is always so that I'm quite interacting quite a lot from my own body and what my own body would need today. In that way, it's different where my antennas are all to the people and the energy in the room when I teach face-to-face classes. So that's how I hardly ever plan any classes. So those who are new to class today, welcome. I hardly ever plan. So sometimes I could have a focus and I could say, okay, today's focus is the hips, or the focus is the upper body and shoulder blades, or the neck, or things like this. But I prefer that in every class we work the whole entire body. So in that way, there could be an emphasis on some body part, but everything will be connected and everything will be worked on. And as always, please, everyone at home, if you haven't exercised at all, somatic is perfect. There's hardly any weight-bearing exercises, and if there is anything that is bearing weight on your sensitive joint, you will always have to listen to your body and never work with pain. So if there's pain, something is sensitive, somatic yoga is perfect because you can sort of move your entire body without overworking that sensitive area of your body. So knee joints, watch your knees, do it softly, elbows or wrists or shoulders. Always listen to your precious body, because if you have pain, you don't really want to have pain. So you need to move to eliminate the pain. But in the movement range that you have, if you constantly work over the pain and say, oh, I have pain there, but I keep moving, I gotta keep moving it, and that is training you to not be sensitive to pain, which is always an alarm clock from your body. It's like a little bell that rings and saying, I need more attention, or I need some other tension, some kind of other tension that you are giving me, or attention that you are giving me. So I need more softer, I need massage, I need movement, body will tell you exactly what it needs. You just have to be sensitive to that. But pain is an alarm clock that goes off, and you need to listen to that and not keep feeling pain. Okay, I'm lecturing. I will be talking to you about these things along the class. It's time. So welcome everyone for somatic class, to the class together today. So have a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor. You could be also standing, but as I'm sitting here, you can also sit. You can have a cushion underneath you. If sitting is uncomfortable for you, especially if you feel that you are on a rounded back position here, you need to bend your knees and lift up your seat so you're a little bit more comfortable. Bend your knees. Let's first rub our hands together. And even though I have woolen socks, this works through even thicker clothing as long as you don't have a winter jacket on. So let's start. It could be your active side, your right side. Let's start on the right side. So now this is not massage. This is just activating and sort of making your body sensitive. So you're just going to take your toes and squeeze them a few times. Good. And we can do our back on top of the foot first. So about 3 to 4 strokes, and this is not massaging stroke. This is just activation. So from the toes to your knees, and what I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then sides 1, 2, 3, 4. Underneath from ankle to your underneath your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You can tap the whole foot. Good. Then we go from knee to your hip on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. From outside, inner thigh and outer thigh. 1, or which however you want. 1, 2, 3. And then underneath your knee to your sit bone. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Then you can do your whole leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you already feel a difference between those legs, possibly you feel a difference. There's some kind of different vibration between the legs, if you're sensitive to hear that. So whoever is come to class right now, you are not late. We have started from superficial massage. We've done our whichever leg you started with. I did my right leg and I'm going to do my left leg, so it's not late to come on. So grab your toes. Again, this is not massage as you're using and doing this. Superficial massage is to stimulating the fascia. So you would just make little touches to your toes, and then we start from the toes up to your knee. And like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is from heel underneath your knee in the back of the calf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on top from knee to hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the side, inner and outer thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4. From the knee to hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Feeling good. Now stomach area. So this is just like in the center of the body. The direction of the massage is not important. I have massage from the legs up towards the center of the body, which is the flow towards heart. This one you could always think as a in a nutshell, the rule which direction to massage yourself towards the heart, where the fluids should be going. But here in the middle body, no need. You just want to stimulate the top layer of your stomach. There you go. You come under your breasts and ribcage on the side. It's just rubbing on top of the breast. Of course, you can massage your breast as well, but I like to not to. You don't need to stimulate that area right now. They can go up on the collarbones and towards all the way to as far your fingers are reaching with your shoulder. And, a few times, I'm not counting right now, but you can do however long you like. Then lower back. So now, of course, you might want to lift your whatever you're wearing off out of the way. Keep your knees bent if you need to, and you're just rubbing the lower back. And as close to the floor as possible, the gluteal area on the side of the glutes. And then you can come to the lower back. Just rubbing. And then I go as high as you can. So reaching as high as you can towards the back. This is different for all of us. Then you can go as high as you can. Good. And then put your arms over the head and try to reach as low as you can on the shoulders. It's warming up as a movement. This is already nice warm up. Yes, on the shoulders, we did that already. You can just do a little bit of under on your neck, and again under the chin. Downwards, again towards your heart. Let's go into the arms. You can put the palms together and then stroke to your center of your chest, and then stroke back and switch to the other side. Stroke center of your chest and switching. Yes, that's it. So always the arms meet in the center and just pull one hand to chest, returning back to center. And you keep this one going, and you can go over the shoulder outside and switch outside. Over the shoulder outside and switch outside. And again, if you have a thick 2 layers like me, doesn't matter. It's still feeling stimulation. Yeah, so whoever comes on, I see the numbers changing. So if you have just come along to the class, we have just started somatic yoga, and we're doing the last part of our superficial massage. No movement yet. We're going to soon start moving, and relax your arms. Do underarm as well a few times, and then other arm. So I'm sure that right now you're giving yourself a little bit of tension in the body. You already feel sort of stimulated and warm. And then the face, just stroking. Hopefully you have clean hands. So stroking your face up on the neck, and then your head. That's it. Easy fingertips. And even that, just fingertips around your skull is already very refreshing. Yes, good. Two shoulder rolls, and you're ready to lie on your back. Just for a moment to get a nice understanding how you feel today. So lie on your back and take a few inhales and exhales. Through your nose in, out from your nose. And hopefully you sense that kind of stimulus as the fascia is activated. You feel this energy on top of your skin. And as we know that your skin is a big organ, the fascia underneath is a big organ, has a lot to do with the health of your muscles, the health of your body in general. Take 2 more inhales and exhales. Exhale. Good. Bring your fingers to movement and your toes to movement, and then begin to bend your knees one by one to center. Windshield wiper, good old. Start with very small movements. Just allowing your knees sway side to side. Small. And keep everything relaxed. Try to keep a neutral spine, so you're not tucking in, you're not arching. Try to just like relax into the rocking of your pelvis and your knees side to side. And if you feel good, you can let it go a little bit bigger. So again, if there's any discomfort in your lower back, in your sacrum area, keep this rocking small. Let your nose fall to the opposite side. And keep your breath comfortable. We're going into Washrag right away. So which means in this nice movement, you are going to add the shoulder rotation. So open your hands to side as a T. You stay where you are. As a visual, I'm just changing my position. So you're able to see my arms a little better. So as you have done your windshield wiper and you're always having your nose turning to the opposite direction, we're just adding the side where your nose is turning. So if I let my knees go to left and my nose is turning to the right arm is going to rotate in as much as you can. And you can see from here that I'm really rotating the shoulder blade off the floor. So sometimes I see that this rotation is just happening here in the hand. You want to rotate your shoulder in and lift your shoulder blade off the floor. There's a tension between your chin and shoulder. And there's everything at the same time. You bring your arm back to center, your nose to center, and your knees to center. And then go to the other side. Knees fall to the right, your nose turns to the left, and your left arm rotates in from the shoulder. And you only go as far as comfortable. Keep your breath comfortable, and everything is comfortable. And then everything at the same time, returning back to center. So close your eyes now. If you're with me, you let your knees fall to the left, your nose to the right, and rotate your right arm in as much as you can when you're comfortable. Keep breathing. You don't stay there. You will rotate outward again, return back with your knees and your nose. Knees falling to the right, nose to the left. Rotate the left arm in. And come back to center. Knees, nose to the right arm. Keep your eyes closed if you're following this. Keep coming back to center. So you keep moving slowly, but you don't have to follow the breath. Follow with the breath. Breath is free. And back to center. So you're going knees to the left, nose to the right, rotate right shoulder. And returning back to center. One more time, the other side, knees to the right, nose to the left, and rotate the left shoulder. And return back to center. Bring your knees to chest and hug your knees. You can rock side to side. And then begin to rock to seated position. So if you are comfortable rocking all the way with your head coming up and lifting your tail, rocking, great. So you can come all the way to seated position and then rounding and rocking back. Great. Any kind of rocking is fine. If you don't want to rock all the way to seated position, you can also rock down here and make that rocking as comfortable and tiny that feels good to you. So let's come to seated position. If you're rocking very smallly, then you can turn to the side and lift yourself up. Those who are rocking with me will rock all the way to seated position and you sit. Now I'm going to take my socks off for the next one. You can keep your socks on. Toes for the neck. Perfect exercise for the neck area. And I like to repeat this in many classes. We sometimes do weekly this exercise. I mean, you could do this exercise every day for the health of your neck, because it's actually not only the cervical spine where you move your head like that. It actually reaches all the way down to your thoracic spine as well. Just that you're moving your toes. Okay. You can keep your socks on. Just for you to understand, I will take my foot off from the sock for you to understand better what we are doing, so you can see this is the first time you're doing toes or neck. So before we do, we're going to check it again. This is always the magical moment afterwards when you realize that just moving your toes, you've got so much more movement ability for your neck. It just, again, this is based on the fascia, that it starts underneath your foot from the toes and goes all the way back and attaches to your head. So bring your knees very close to your chest and extend your spine as straight as you can, relaxing your shoulders, and then take a look to the ceiling and make a mental note how far you can go. So you're not straining yourself to look back, it's just easily lifting your chin as far as it goes, and then mental note in the ceiling how far you've gone. And then let's come back, and now you support your body from the back. Again, remember, don't want to strain your shoulders and your arms when you're doing another part of the exercise. You want to keep quite free here. So just you can keep your fingers facing outward, support your upper body so that you can slide your foot. So make again sure that if you feel like, I cannot slide on my mat, then you put your foot on the floor. If the floor is very cold, then you have to choose which one is easy, but you need to be able to slide your foot. And again, very important when you're sliding your foot to forward that you're not sickling and making shortcuts. I can keep my toes on the floor and straighten my whole leg if I sickle my foot to the floor like this, but you're not allowed to do that. You have to keep your ankle straight. So the slide is not so important that it changes the whole exercise. So let's slide. First, you keep your eyes open, and then as soon as you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can close your eyes. So let's start. We're going to slide the foot forward so that your toes still stay on the floor. Just a tiny slide. Lift your toes and your foot off the floor, so stay flexing your ankle. Wrinkling your toes. So I want to bring your tips of my toes towards the floor without doing anything with my ankle. Wrinkling my toes. Bring my wrinkled toes to the floor and keep that form of your foot. If you feel that there's cramping here, do less of a wrinkling, just a little bit less. Spread the foot back to the floor, releasing the wrinkle. Pull the foot back to original position. Now press the ball of the foot to the floor and only lift your toes off. It's like that. That's it, only toes. And then you relax and you start again. Sliding your foot forward. From the ankle, you lift your whole foot and toes to the ceiling. Wrinkling your toes. Lower the wrinkled toes to the floor. Relax your toes. Pull it back to center and lift only toes and relax. Again, if you are comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. Slide the foot forward. Flexion in the ankle, lifting your toes to the ceiling. Wrinkling your toes. Lowering your toes back to the floor. Spreading your toes to the floor. Pull the foot back. Press the ball of the foot to the floor and lift only toes and relax. Again, slide the foot forward. Flexion in the ankle, lifting your toes to the ceiling. Wrinkling your toes. Toes back to the floor. Release and the toes to the floor. Pull back, lift only toes, little toe as well, if possible, and relax. Last time. Keep your breath comfortable, slide forward. Flexion in the ankle, toes to the ceiling. Wrinkle your toes. Toes to the floor. Spread the toes. Pull the foot back and lift only toes and relax. Good. Take a shake for the legs and shoulders. Hopefully your arms are not exhausted. Come back to the beginning position and let's compare. So you really can feel the sit bones on the floor. Extend your spine. Hold the knees as your legs as you did when you were doing a mental check how far you can go. And slowly lift your chin to the ceiling. I bet you've gone past the point. I have already. It's somehow weird, isn't it? Somehow here it opens as well. So you start to feel, so it's the thoracic spine, you suddenly have so much more movement in it. And come back to center. Other side, other foot, whichever you were not doing. Starting point, relax. Other foot, sliding foot forward. Flexion in the ankle, lift your toes to the ceiling. Wrinkling your toes. Lowering the toes to the floor. Again, oh, if some cramps are coming, just try to relax the foot to the floor. Pull the foot back, press the ball of the foot to the floor and just lift your toes. Really like inactivity like me, I'm not so active right these days. Immediately your feet start cramping. They need a lot of attention. Okay, enough of me. Let's go. Slide the foot forward. Flexion in the ankle, toes to the ceiling. Wrinkling your toes. Lower the toes down. Spread the toes to the floor. Pull the foot back and lift only toes and relax. If you feel that there's cramping, it will lessen. Just be rest assured. And slide the foot forward. Close your eyes now if you haven't yet. Flexion in the ankle. Wrinkle in your toes. Lower the toes to the floor. Spread the toes back. Pull the foot. Lift your toes up and relax the foot. Again, slide the foot forward. Flex the ankle. Wrinkling your toes. Toes to the floor. Spread the toes. Pull the foot back. Lifting only toes. And relax. Last time. Slide the foot forward. Flex the ankle. Wrinkling your toes. Lower the toes down. Spread the toes to the floor. Pull the foot back. And lift only toes. And little toe as well. And relax. Good. Shake both. Shake everything. You feel that, oh, no other place. Before I even start, I'm going to put my sock back on before we do the checkup. So let's come back. Press the chest up and look up. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Amazing. And come back. So I hope that you had that magical moment as well. You said, oh my God, I can look up and the neck is so nice. So just lift your head up and bring your chin down a few times in this beautiful position. So you just expand on that movement range. And it's very important anytime that you ever think of bringing your head back, that you never think, that you think of lengthening and chest is lifted up as well. And then you can have your chest in a little bit, rounding. So keep your legs there now, bring your feet forward and you can hold. You feel that you have a better hold underneath your knees, you can do that, or hold in front of your knees. And I feel like I want to hold in front of your knees. So bring your chest forward and lift your chest up and then let your head go slightly back. So keep totally your head under control. Bring your head back. And then round, and I want you to let go as far as your arms can. And now maybe you hook your fingers underneath your knees. Suck your belly button in and pull yourself in the rounded position back to center. Possibly change your hands in front of your knees. Lift your chest up and look up. Gently come back to center. Let your chin fall to chest. Hook your hands under your knees and lean back. You're just letting yourself go back. But you're like ironing. You're going to feel that belly button in the whole time, rounding. Last time coming up. Slowly, slowly coming back up. Feeling the sit bones on the floor. Hands in front of your shins. Extend your spine nice and straight. You do any kind of movements here that make sure that you are nice and straight in your spine. Looking up. Bringing your head back to center. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Eyes closed if you're comfortable. Chin to chest. Round your back. Put your hands under your knees. And then I even feel like I want to flex my ankles. So I get really your heels on the floor. And I stretch the whole upper back. And slowly, slowly coming back to center. Extend your legs forward and relax over. A few shoulder rolls. Yes, let's do a little bit of cat and cat. Like I say always, I refer to two cat positions. Cow doesn't make any sense to me in a way, so it could be cat and cow, but it's cat and cat for me. Cat is extending its spine and rounding its spine. So you're going to just bend your knees where you are, and Lily has come. So I'm going to go to the right side of my mat a little bit more, so that when you bend your knees and you just let your knees fall to one side, they are nicely next to each other. Okay, so you just have come from this position here, and you place your hands right on the side. I'm going to turn a little bit towards you so that the angle is better for you to see. So basically my knees are there, and I'm just going to turn, and I'm going to take the left foot a little bit more in, so that when you go side, you're very comfortable with your legs. So your knees are not together and the ankles are not together. They are separate. So make sure that you are comfortable with your legs. I'm just going to have them facing on my mat, and then on the left side, you just place your hands right there. Now, if you feel that this is uncomfortable, you can also be over your left thigh, so hands here. How much ever you want to have twisting, that's up to you. So again, what feels good? Maybe you want to be right there. Maybe here is the place to go. So once we start doing the cat here, you will feel the difference and where you want to be. So you can always go back towards the front of your knees. So I like to be here, and my right sit bone is off the floor. So I'm quite twisted position here or here. And now I want you to push the chest up as much as you can. You are not going to cheat and think, okay, I'm going to take my hand off the floor and now I can do it easier. You want to have both hands on the floor. So maybe it's here that you can have your both hands on the floor. Or whichever over to the left side, more challenging because you start to feel the twist in the midriff. So wherever you are, you're able to press your hands to the floor, and you look up and extend and push your chest forward. And then you start to round. You really want to suck the belly button in and round. And what I'm doing is I'm pressing the floor away. And coming back. So you're rocking, almost rocking over your left sit bone more on the side of the leg, and extend your spine. And then you're rocking back, sucking the belly button in and rounding your back. So you stay where you are, just to have a visual. I'm turning to this side so you can see from this angle. So you rock forward and extend your spine. And then rock back, belly buttons in, and round your spine. So once again that you're going inside your shoulders, you want to keep pressing the floor away. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and just rock forward and extend. And rock back and round. Keep breathing the whole time. Remember that you're really trying to press both hands to the floor and feel it in your shoulder blades. One more. Okay, now. Use your belly button, suck it in and round. And come back to center. Now, wherever you are, you want to have the left hand on the floor and the right arm. And I'd like you to right arm, just extend as far back as you're comfortable, opening the chest. As you were originally, I was here, doing that here. Opening the right arm as far to the side as you can, keeping the left arm comfortable. If you now have a wrist problem, you can also come to elbow. It's fine. Open the chest as far as I can. I keep pressing my left hand on the floor and reach with my right arm as far as opening the chest. And then slowly, slowly you bring the arm back and you try to go into the space between your arm and leg. Keep your legs comfortable. Just feel that nice stretch on the shoulder blades. Again, don't crunch in. Don't go close to the floor, especially don't let that elbow bend. Unless you are here, then you're closer to the floor, but here again, no sinking into your shoulder. So let's keep it a little bit more speed, but you can keep your eyes closed if you can. So open. Keep breathing comfortably. You can reach as far as feels good, but you have to keep moving. When you feel and extend, come back. Slowly, slowly back, slowly back and into the space. You can turn your head towards where the fingertips are going. And again, going back. So you never stop. You keep moving. Comfortable breath through your nose, in and out. Just going underneath that space, separating your shoulder blades. If you're doing nice and slow, we do one more. I prefer doing slow today. If you feel like, oh, I want to go faster, of course you can. Keep your eyes closed, even you'll go faster. Let's do bonus one for those who have been doing really fast. Maybe you could do one more slow. Good. And come back to center. Put your legs forward and just tap the knees top of the floor and relax your shoulders. Again, hopefully you feel there a little bit of difference. Good. Yes, Lily. That's it. So let's do other side. So you bend your knees again when you are seated. And last time we went to the left, now you would go to the right. And of course, wherever your computer is, you want to be facing that way or whatever you want to face. I would face away from you here. Again, remember your knees and your legs are comfortable. But I would not face away. I would just turn so that we are having a nice visual. So my knees are there. And again, on this side, you choose the angle of your twist. So around your right knee is quite easy. It'll be very easy for me. I want to go a little bit further to the right. You still feel that you want to be able to press your hands to the floor. Relax your shoulders and test. And you can change the angle anytime you want. You can have that support in your belly button, so don't let your gut hang out. You want to use the core and lengthen the spine. And then you can start your cat. Cat, extending the spine, pushing your chest forward. And then belly button in. You want to round your back and push the floor away. So you're really rocking on that hip. Feels quite good. Keep your eyes closed. You know now the exercise. Extending your spine, bringing your chest up, feeling that your hands are comfortable. Again, should it be that you don't want to be on your hands at all, then you're down here. And you still can do the same movement. So you don't have to come down here. This is for those who are uncomfortable with your hands. So you can be on your elbows. Just to assure you don't have to be on your hands. And do how it feels good. Both sides and the upper back feels different. So just do what feels good. Keep breathing your own breath and keep moving. No staying too long in those extremes. You can stay, but try to keep moving when you stay. Last one. Keep breathing. Rounding your back. Come back to center. Now right hand stays here. Lifting your left arm up and just exploring how far you can go. Opening the chest. Again, if there is anything with your shoulder, you can have your hands lower or higher. Okay? So whatever feels good, don't sink into the shoulder. And then bringing your arm back, rounding underneath. Again, not sinking in. If you're on your elbow, that's the same thing you're doing. And opening. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Again, you can go into your own rhythm. And when your eyes are closed, you will feel more what feels good. I started to feel incredible heat suddenly in the body now with the twisting. And you can imagine that your inner organs are all sponges. They are really filled with blood, sponge. And every time that you bring that arm underneath the right arm, your left arm underneath the right arm, you're squeezing the kidney, the liver, everything, all the inner organs to get a nice massage. So again, if you wanted to go faster, you could go faster. If you want to go slow, you could go slow. Keep your eyes closed. Maybe two more delicious twisting. Last one. And then slowly coming back to center. You can bring your legs forward and tap your knees to the floor. And relax over. So again, wherever you feel that you are today, last week we did really nice hamstring work. The hamstrings need a little bit more extra attention. You could even repeat the last week's practice again for your hamstrings later this week. Again, these somatic flows stay here on YouTube for you to repeat anytime. And let's take wherever you are, let's take a nice breath in. And then exhale back to center. Let's open those legs and do a little bit of Pilates Sah. Again, in this one, if you feel that you like to sit on a cushion or have a little bit more height, sit on a block. You could do that as well. And you want to have your spine straight. So if this feels that you're leaning back here, bend those knees, flex the ankles, make sure that there is nice, and don't let your knees fall outward. You want to have them controlled up on top, because then you can do this sawing nice and correctly, so you're sawing over your shin. So let's start with your right arm, thumbs up. So you keep this position and not having the hand turn in any other way. You have that thumb facing the ceiling, and the back thumb, because it's always changing, is facing the down to the floor. So this is your basic extension. You're really reaching both ways. And even if it feels hard, you're doing the best you can. You exhale as you're reaching. So left leg, right arm goes over, and you're trying to saw on the outside of your left foot. Wherever you are, relax your head and think that your head is going to the knee. So I secretly practice. I go a little bit lower, but you do wherever you are, and you exhale as you reach. And as you start inhaling, I want you to return back to center. Go to the other side. Keep breathing freely right now as you're just getting used to it. Keep breathing freely as you just extend the left hand over the right shin and the right arm in the back, head to knee. Exhale, and as you inhale, you come back. And I like you to exhale and inhale, come back. Exhale and inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale, come back. So you can do this slowly and free breath. Close your eyes again. As soon as you're comfortable doing it, eyes closed. Or if you say, I want to really feel the stretch, exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, inhale, center. This is free, whatever you want to do. Few more. And if you think, I want to open my legs a little bit wider, you can. But remember, there is no lifting your sit bones off the floor. So if you feel like, I'd rather be more narrow, or just widen a little bit and try so that the sit bone doesn't go off. Exhale, inhale, center. Let's say 4 more. If less was good for you, you can stop now. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Relax those shoulders. Let's bring those legs back to center. Good. Let's roll down to the floor. And I need to get my cat out of the way. There you go. Let's roll down to the floor. Slowly, slowly. Relax your shoulders. Hold on to your legs. Or you can do free rolling. Slowly, slowly. Back to lying on your back. Repeat the previous. Now you know what the washrag was, yes? So your knee starts slowly, slowly to windshield wiper. Your nose is going to opposite direction. It's nice massage for your glutes. And again, same side as your nose is going, which is away from your legs. Your shoulder rotates in and back to center. Rotate in and back to center. Keep your eyes closed. You know this exercise, I'm hoping. Washrag or shoulder rotation in. And last one. And come back to center. Good. Let your legs straighten for a moment and tap the backs of your knees to the floor. Take deep inhales and exhales, just feeling that nice length in your body. As you move, you work your spine, you worked your hips already, so there's like really nice freedom hopefully there. So let's come back to the basic. Sit and do our abdominal exercises. Yes, every day we should do the abdominal exercise. So you're going to start with the rocking of your pelvis. And you remember this. This is your basic imprint. I'm dressed in black, a little bit hard to see, but Pilates imprint, arching your back where it makes more space under the lower back, and then imprinting the lower back to the floor. Again, just with your core, not with the legs. The legs are quite relaxed. And again, arching and making that space gap under your lower back. And then slowly, slowly closing it by pressing the belly button in. So do this few times, arching, closing your eyes again, and just following the surface that is touching on the floor. Very slowly, rocking, pressing the tail to the floor, and then slowly rocking back and lifting your tail off the floor possibly. Keep your breath comfortable. You don't have to be inhale and exhale specifically any time. Just feel how your neck is also, the spine is lengthening while you're doing this. Last time. Really keeping the legs comfortable, using the deep core to press the lower back to the floor. And relax. And we're going to take those arms with you. Remember this one? Everybody remembers. So bring your feet and knees together and your hands lightly behind your head. Remember again, never pulling your head or your chin to chest. The head is very light and you support it with your fingertips. So when we have your knees together and feet together, your lower back is on the ground and you want to lift your elbows to the ceiling, not to the legs and not pulling your head, to the ceiling. So feel the shoulder blades lifting. You can go as high as you can. Slowly, slowly lowering down. As you're lowering down, you want to have your knees open. Do not wiggle your toes on the bottoms of your feet together. No need. You just let them open where they are. Relax your elbows to the floor. Chin comes to chest because you're rocking and making space in your lower back. So you can arch it. Close the lower back to the floor. Begin to collect your knees back together. Then you bring your elbows up and to the ceiling as high as you can. Squeeze softly your knees together. And you start to come down. Open the knees and the elbows, making small space under your lower back, chin towards your chest. And again. Collect that space, close the space, bring your knees together, elbows up and up. And keep going. You do this in your own comfortable time, with your own comfortable breath. Eyes closed, the best benefit, the best result with your eyes closed. Last one. And then relax, bring your arms next to your spine, and this would be really the good abdominal exercise to do every day. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more, it feels so good to breathe. Good. Tap the backs of your knees to the floor. Collect your knees slowly, slowly in. Bring your knees to your chest. And again, rock up to seated position if you're comfortable rocking. Few times back and forth. Good, just to relax. Let's leave the right knee on the chest and extend the left leg straight. And just pull the right knee nicely in. Keep your shoulders relaxed, neck nice and long. Nice stretch your front thigh. Leave your right hand on the knee and let the knee fall to side, however far. But don't let the left side come off. Just hold it to the side. You can even counterbalance with your knee, but it should not be. It's not so far to the side. You want to feel that you're still right hand bringing your knee towards your armpit. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And you're going to let this leg go down. So just release it slowly, slowly to the side along your own movement range. Put the foot to the floor. And then slowly, slowly pull the belly buttons into work. You will bring the right foot on the floor to the left foot. So slowly, slowly, you're extending the thigh. Slowly, slowly, you're going to bring your feet together and relax for a moment. If you're off the mat like me, I'm going to come back to the mat. Bring your right knee up and left knee up and hug your movements again together. So you're rounding your back. Leave your left knee where it is. You can hold with your both hands and slowly, slowly extend the right leg straight. Nice inhale and exhale. Feeling the stretch on the front of your right thigh. Doing the same on this side. Leave your left hand on the right knee. Move your knee slowly, slowly as far aside that it goes. That it goes without you tipping over with your right side. Take a nice inhale and exhale. And the same thing on this side. Oh, my cat is very comfortable. Lower the left foot slowly, slowly to the floor. And then slowly, slowly letting that leg straighten and bringing feet together. Really? Good. Let's slowly, slowly collect the knees back up. Yes, Lily, you have to go up. Bring your knees back together. Rocking up and down again. And come to seated position, making a diamond. We're about to come to our last exercise for this session. Let's come to diamond and relax over. And again, you are wherever you are. You just want to relax the head. 5 kilo heavy head over. Take deep inhales and exhales. Having the diamond. And again, you're feeling that wherever your feet are, that it's comfortable for you to relax the knees to side. Of course, you can have your feet closer as well than so far away as in diamond. Take a nice inhale and exhale. And slowly coming up. So now you would need your blankets. Okay, if you're getting cool, make sure that you are comfortable and you have something under your head. Okay, so you're going to have your blankets, and I'm hopefully getting an angle so that you are visually seeing exactly what I'm doing today, so we have no question marks. So I want to have my hand right in front, and as you can see, I've gone and lied on my right side first, whichever side is fine, and then you know to do the other side. And my head is relaxing on a cushion, two blankets, on a block, as long as you're comfortable. And we are right here, and we're placing the other arm, my left arm, as over my thighs. And we've done this before. We did this also, probably a version of it, either last class or the class before it. And you are rocking your knees. You're basically moving from the hips. And I'm not moving this knee upwards or downwards, would be towards the head or towards the feet. I'm going in front of the knee. So you gliding your knee forward as far as it goes, and then gliding the knee back. Again, I'm giving you a visual from behind. You keep doing it. This is comfortable. You have understood what to do. Like you have understood what to do. Yeah, I'm gliding my knee forward and gliding my knee back. Keep your feet together. You're gliding your knee forward and gliding your knee back. So the other arm is relaxed there, and if you know exactly what you're doing, close your eyes. You're only gliding your knee as far as you can, that is comfortable, because the other leg is staying in place. And then you're gliding the top knee again back as far as your gluteal area allows you. Very nice movement for sacroiliac joint. Releasing a lot of that lower back issues. Before you go to doctor, just do this exercise and you might find relief. Avoid too much tension in the whole movement. It's time to glide it forward and glide it back. Giving you one more time. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. It's okay. Trust that you're doing exactly what is right for you and your body. And come back to center. Let your knees rest on top of each other and feet on top of each other. Take the hand, the top arm, and place it behind your head so that your elbow is straight to the ceiling. And now again, you really want to use the elbow full range. Forget the legs now. You can come down towards the floor. Mine comes all the way to the floor. And then I open and I bring the elbow towards the floor in the back. Now legs are all relaxed. You just open the chest as far as comfortable. And then you come back and you bring your elbow towards the floor. And again, the range, the speed of this movement is exactly how far you want to go and how slow you like to go. Slower the better. Maybe one more, and it's nice, delicious, slowly movement, keeping your breath comfortable. And now we're going to do the two movements together, but opposite directions. So when your elbow goes forward, you are bringing your hip back and your knee is sliding backwards. So you're not going to be able to go with so much with your elbow anymore. And you switch. When the elbow goes back, your knee glides forward. And now I can't go so far yet anymore because I need to I want to move my knee as well. So you sort of go in the center so that both directions and both body parts can get something. Close your eyes if you get it. Knee forward, elbow back. Or the other way around. elbow forward and your knee retreats back and your hip goes back. Comfortable breath, comfortable breath. Last one. And come back to center and relax. And you will switch to the other side. So you would just turn to your back, even when you just relax and take a whew, how different that side feels. And then go to the other side. So come back to center. Place the cushions under your head. I mean, the cushions are there already. Just flip over to the other side. Comfortable? Place the top arm on top of your hip and begin the movement with the hip. So the knee gliding forward and knee gliding back. Again, I like to have it so that if you happen to get how it was, 90 degrees in the legs and head. So you don't want to have the head really uncomfortable there. You want to have some kind of lift under your head. So gliding front or back, wherever you are, keep going. As relaxed as you can. So when you're only gliding those the knee, your upper body does a little bit move. Close your eyes. Keep breathing. Oh yes, I had to shut up because it's so feeling so good. So your breath is comfortable. One more maybe. Last one. And come back to center. Take the top arm, place your fingertips behind the head. Remember that you're not manipulating your head. You're just holding your fingertips there and moving the elbow. So open your chest to ceiling and bring your arm as far back as you're comfortable. And then bringing your elbow as far forward as you're comfortable. Freely moving from the upper body. Your lower body is quite relaxed. Again, close your eyes as soon as you're comfortable. To do this without looking, it should be nice, easy. Breath is good. And again, a tip for you, if you feel that your nose is stuffy, it's a good sign. The fluids are moving, detoxing is happening. In general, anyways, feeling symptoms of cold is not always that the cold is coming. Feeling a symptom of a cold is detoxing sign as well. Finish your last one, and then we do it at the same time. So when your knee is falling forward, and one side is always more difficult. When your knee is sliding forward, your elbow goes back. And then knee goes back, your pelvis goes back, and your elbow goes forward. So remember again, you need to be able to move both. So not that one is not moving at all and one is winning. Especially going back might be smaller. Eyes closed again. Comfortable breath. This is the last exercise. Keep breathing. I don't know if your YouTube recorder is taking that we have a prayer time right now. Hear the singing from the minaret. Let's do one more. And slowly come back to center. And come back and lie on your back. Good. So find a comfortable place to lie. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale and just feel that balance in the body. And I'm coming to seated position and you stay in your comfortable lying back position to relax. Just focus on your breath. And bring your awareness to the body parts that I call. And again, if you're cold, have a blanket over you. It's still not too late to adjust your clothing for more comfortable. Put the socks on. Find a blanket or a long sleeve. Yes, I'm stealing this from my cat. She needs to scrape my mat. So comfortable. Breath. My favorite word today seems comfortable, so I just have repeated at least 10 times. Just be comfortable. 11. So let this body just quiet down. Bring your focus to your toes. Bring your focus to the bottom of your foot and your arches. Your ankle. Your calf muscles that are resting against the floor. Your knee. Backs of your thighs that are resting on the floor. The entire thighs. The glutes, muscles of the bottom, and your sacrum that are resting on the floor. Release your belly button, your tail, and then follow up your spine, the lower back, the thoracic spine, between your shoulder blades and shoulder blades, up to your neck and your head. Your chest cavity and your lungs, your rib cage, your shoulders, your arms, elbows, wrists and hands. Your collarbones, front of your neck, your throat, your jaw, your tongue, your cheeks, your eyes, eyelids closed, soft and smooth forehead, your skull. Watch your breath and hopefully you're able to just listen to silence. And again, first you just become aware of your own breath. Aware of your whole body, from fingertips to your head, from head to your toe tips. Again, always that moment of collecting, gathering information from all over your body. May it be easy for you. May your awareness of your body be heightened beyond your senses. And as you're breathing in and breathing out, breathe in peace and send it to every single cell of your body. Exhale. And breathe in happiness and send it to every single cell of your body. Exhale. Breathe in love and send it to every single cell of your body. Exhale. And then all of those together. Peace, love, and happiness. Inhale. And exhale into your body, your precious body, who only wants to please you, who is only just wanting to make you happy every moment of your life. Again, you are at home. You can love your body a little bit longer and lay there on the floor. You don't need to come up unless you really want to. Bring your hands to Namaste in front of your heart. Love, respect, and gratitude for yourself, for your life, who you are, and for this moment. Thank yourself for your own practice. Thank you for following and being here with me today. But most important is that you thank yourself for doing the practice and listening and being aware and giving your body the attention it craves, because it's your best fan. It's the one that always eager to listen to the commands that you create in your head. Create good commands, create good thoughts, beautiful, creative, happy thoughts, in order to have health and wealth and all that you wish in your life. Namaste, namaste. Thank you so much. Without you, this would not be. Enjoy the rest of your day. And again, come back to this practice anytime you wish to have a little bit more spinal twisting and spinal flow where it went today. Thank you to your energy sent over here. All the best. Stay well and happy and keep smiling. Till soon. Bye-bye.